Woo! We did it. We're here. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Did I say something?
I had the YouTube not muted, so I was like,
oh yeah, me too. I was very like, what is happening? Oh.
I was just tweeting out the show.
How dare you?
You literally did it 1 minute ago. I see it on my timeline.
No, it's an illusion. Don't worry about it. I'm also totally not doing it in Valhalla too. So, I'm not doing all the things I should have done like 10 minutes ago. Now, while I'm live, that's not what's happening.
We're professionals here.
Nothing's time stamped. You don't know anything. This is top tier content.
Only the best for our fans.
Yeah, I'm not retweeting. I'm not on Twitter while I'm live, and and hi everyone.
Hey everyone, how you guys doing?
Oh my god.
So
yeah, that's the appropriate response. Yeah. Yes, hello. Hi, all of you wonderful people that decided to show up here.
Hello.
Hi. We're kind of just, here talking about, what is it? What the hell are we talking about? The Whisper Network?
I believe so. I believe that's what's in the. Let me just take a look down right below us, and yes, it says Comic Book Whisper Network Part 5.
I just scroll down the article just very briefly because when I have like anxiety shit happening, I fidget a lot. And so I like to scroll up and down for some reason on web pages. That makes me happy. I don't know why. Don't judge me. And I scroll down of the article and it said Tom King, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
No. Yes, there's no timestamps. You can't go and look on my Twitter and in Valhalla and totally see that I've been doing this while I've been here. Timestamps are not a thing. Not at all. You can't.
No.
You can't prove anything. Yeah. Ha. Checkmate.
Solid.
Yeah. Speaking of Twitter, this is total random topic, but I had to bring it up because, of course I had to. I don't know why this was trending, but the phrase "Josh fight" was trending, and it's described
Hashtag not me.
Dozens of Joshes battled in a field in Lincoln, Nebraska to determine the one true Josh. And I just I'm gonna screenshot it because I don't hold on, maybe I'll just show. I'm gonna expand.
Well, again, keep in mind Josh is not my actual name.
I know, but it's so close to your JOSH that it was right there. I had to.
I suppose that's true. And they didn't invite me, so this has to be invalid.
You mean, was I on medication when I was a child? Are you assuming I'm still not? Assuming that I'm not right now? I have ADD.
A child or medication?
I am not a child. I'm 26. I think that is well beyond the age of child. I am a young woman.
I don't know. I see senators still acting like children.
Okay, well, I'm talking about my age, and also I have the emotional maturity of an adult, which, by the way, let me tell you, that is a very rare phenomenon for some reason, having the emotional maturity of an adult. I don't know why all these people that are older than me, I just see them, and I'm just like, why are you acting like you're in high school? Can you not? Stop. Stop. I'm 26. I'm way younger than you. Please. God, at your age.
Yeah, I had a job once where I was trying to mitigate the drama that was going on, hearing people out and trying to balance things.
Oh.
And my boss accused me of causing drama. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Of course.
There would be so much more drama if it wasn't for me. I hope you realize that.
Yes. Hold on. I'm going to show this. Because this is kind of like we're doing an article, but like obviously other fun things have happened. Okay, so you see what I mean? What is this? Why? Why is this a thing?
Okay, then.
Yeah, I know. I had to show it. I had to. It was required.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it was a thing, and I saw it, and I just had to mention it for obvious reasons.
What obvious reasons are those? I'm missing it.
The JOSH. It's right there.
But that's not my name.
I'm
I'm confused now.
I know, but it's
so it's not obvious.
Yeah, it is super obvious. I can't help it if you can't see the obvious thing.
Are you implying that my job description is my name?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Obviously. That's what I'm saying. Very obviously. Adulting is hard. Apparently.
Yep. Anyway, Whisper Network.
Whisper Network? Is that what we're supposed to be discussing? I can't just discuss everything else but the Whisper Network.
I mean, you can. It's your show.
Reading. I'll throw it up here. Hold on. I'm doing the thing. No, I don't want to share audio. I have so many tabs open. God damn. Why do I have 80,000 tabs open?
I don't know. What were you doing before the show?
When I make thumbnails, I look for things like on Google and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But our dear friend Penny Parker's back.
Oh, shit. I just saw the Heather Antos, and that was my immediate reaction. That was just subconscious. Just like, okay.
Oh, no. Heather Antos is not a friend, but Penny Parker is.
Oh, yeah, no. If you just know I'm talking about her.
And the thing is, this article ended up being completely correct.
Excellent. Exclusive Whisper Network member departs Valiant. Valiant. Yes. Can't get in at DC. Well.
And there's a very good reason for that, which this article goes into.
Maybe there's a reason, and it's not your gender. Oh, yes. Big news tomorrow. Great. Wonderful. Yeah. Earlier today, Whisper Network member Heather Antos and general bitch Heather Antos alluded to a mysterious announcement she plans to make on her social media tomorrow. Yay. Yay. I love it when people do this. Yay.
Right, because why make official statements through the actual businesses when you can just post it on social media?
Yeah, this is something YouTubers do. This is not something I would expect kind of head honcho at Valiant.
Yeah, I believe she was editor-in-chief at Valiant.
Yeah, head honcho. Didn't know that's the alternative name for that job. Head honcho. You didn't? Now you did. You learned something.
Yay.
You're welcome. Multiple sources reported to me. Good. I love this. I love multiple sources. Not one tweet on Twitter. Not some dude that, whatever, anonymous thing. I like multiple. I like multiple sources.
And I'm totally fine with keeping your sources confidential. That's totally fine. I understand that.
It's just become a meme for the anonymous source. Like I have a.
That's true.
There's an anonymous source that tells me I'm the greatest woman to ever exist.
Oh, I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No, but I mean, I need multiple sources to confirm that. So,
I'll just give me a second. I'll find one.
Are they your parents?
I don't know. I don't know if my mom would agree. Like, right. Okay. She's in fact moving to IDW. I wish there was a different way to say this. IDW is just kind of mouthy. Like, it's like too many. Like, I like being able to just say like a word here, right? And it's IDW is just like meh. And in editorial capacity, oh my god. Big news. Such big news. It's so big that she uses very special SpongeBob gif to convey it.
Isn't that
Peak
precious?
Professionalism.
Yes.
Yes, senior editor.
She posted it on her LinkedIn page while she was still at Valiant.
Oof, that's cringe. Oh.
Really?
Oof. Oh, no. It's a huge rumor. Is it a rumor? I thought it was confirmed. Was it not confirmed?
I thought it was. I'm looking for the article about it.
Yeah, I usually don't. I don't really cover rumors for obvious reasons. Like, I'm not into that breaking news game kind of thing where, like, I cover all the rumors. You know, I don't like doing that. Other people can. I don't care. Get you clicks. You know, and if you're right about the rumor, it gets you a lot of attention. So, I mean, it's kind of like gambling, right? I'm just not a big gambler.
Yeah, Bleeding Cool covered it.
Yeah.
Our good old buddy Rich Johnson.
If you can get through the multiple layers of ads on Bleeding Cool.
I know, it's terrible. Oh my god, there's like 5 pop-ups right now.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. So she's still investigating a couple of things about this. Why is she departing from Valiant? Who's in the pocket?
Well, keep in mind, this came out before that news was
broken. Okay, so we had the confirmation article afterwards?
Yes.
We do, right? Okay. We have multiple things happening,
just real quick, when did this article come out?
17th, I think? 15th.
15th, okay. Because Bleeding Cool posted this article that I'm currently looking at on the 17th. So this was before the news broke.
Oh my goodness. See, this is a gamble. You know, if this is reporting on a rumor, then that was a gamble. That was well done because she called it.
Well, and is it really reporting on a rumor when she changes her own LinkedIn page before it happens?
Yeah, I don't think that's actually, you know, I take it back. It's not really a rumor anymore because you kind of...
Because she's saying it's happening.
It's kind of confirmed at that point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just... Sometimes I like to speculate on rumors. Sometimes rumors are really fun. But, yeah, fun. Alright. Why is she departing Valiant? Was it understood as it was Marvel? Social terrorism.
I love that term.
I like it. I like social terrorism. It has good meme potential.
Yes.
Who's in the pocket of Whisper Network? They might be a bit more obvious than you think they are. Suspicion, whoever it was at IDW, it's probably Whisper, what's her on their team? Well, what's funny is it seems that, like, nobody likes her. They're like, oh, she's good until, like, she's around you all the time, and then they're like, no, never mind. Ugh.
Well, and this goes into why didn't she go to DC? Because she couldn't.
Intrigue. I will not post anything without multiple sources confirming with me first. Yay! This makes me a happy heiress. La 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 la. I love that.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very happy. I love this. This is a great sentence. I love that.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Again, there's nothing inherently wrong with a bunch of people taking coworkers out and taking a selfie.
It's a bunch of women.
Yeah, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just all these people are awful. They're mean, vindictive people.
Bitches. Oh. Well.
Well, I don't have the whammon card to say that because I can be listed as sexist if I said that. But
don't worry about it.
But you have the whammon card, so you can say that.
Excellent. I can't stand women that like instead of fixing their own lives and like exploring why they are the way they are, they just take it out on everybody else. Like they don't take personal responsibility. They just take it out on everybody else.
Whoa. Responsibility for personal decisions?
In 2021, I know.
What are you talking about?
I know.
I'm supposed to blame others for everything.
Okay. Pat, I'm going to be honest with you.
It's Heather without question.
The most attractive of them is a 5. So, take that as you will. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've dealt with really awful women my whole life. So you just see like a picture of them together and you're like, surely if you identify I found the loophole. I did it. And you are a woman if you say that you are. No matter like how long it is. No, put your big there's so just...
Lady Turiel, I like the new avatar.
I can't tell. Hold on. Let me get there. I agree. I like it too.
I'm digging that new avatar. That's nice.
You just know that all of these women, you can just tell by looking at them. Like they were all really. You can tell they're all really awful to deal with.
I also never understood why did the whole taking a drink while getting the selfie, why did that become a thing?
It's just
oh, look how casual I am. Hee.
Okay, well the real thing is that it's a cylindrical object in a woman's mouth.
Oh, okay. So they like burritos.
Obviously.
Right. So it's all about Mexican food. Got it.
Yes, you got it. They're big friends of Taco Tuesday. You know, they you got it. You understood exactly what I was going for there. Yeah. And if that's not what they were going for, they failed.
Okay, yeah, I'm not picking up a Mexican restaurant vibe at this cafe, so
yeah.
I'm still confused.
No, it's probably frozen yogurt.
You're probably right.
Look, they even have a token black girl. Isn't that great?
It's like one of those.
I think that's Vita Aiello. I'm not sure.
I'm just saying that. Look, they feel better because they're a bunch of white women that have, there's a black person with them. So. Yeah. I'm sure that they didn't like pick her out because of her race or anything to be their friend. I'm sure.
No. These people only look at the people as people. They don't judge people on their skin color or their gender or their sexuality, where that's absolutely paramount to every single aspect of their entire damn lives. They view people as people, and that's all there is to it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, the milkshake was supposed to be... Well, milkshake, according to Nicki Minaj, that's a whole different other meaning.
Yeah.
None of their milkshakes are bringing boys to the yard, so... No.
I know Gary said it like a few weeks ago, but I really want him to make the mugs that he was talking about that says fangirl tears.
Hey, I'm a fangirl. God damn you, Gary. Do that. I would proudly be a fangirl over certain things.
Yeah, but it's people like these that have made fangirls a bad name.
Yeah, well, people like... It's women like these that give women a bad name. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
These are the women that, like, will say a guy raped them because they looked at them funny. Okay? That's what these women are.
That's true.
They have ruined... These are the women that will ruin dating for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
In the modern era.
Yep. Makes me glad I got married when I did, because I honestly don't know how I would handle the dating scene anymore. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't... It was rough. It was rough for a while. There's the mean girls at con. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I can't.
Are those Star Trek Ninja Turtles action figures in Pat S's avatar? Oh my goodness, I love it.
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Tinder. No, he's married.
Oh no, I'm very happily married.
No. You know, I never actually watched the movie Mean Girls either. Isn't that funny? I just know all the memes from it. Like, I know all the tropes, so.
I never saw it either. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get these lovely people off the screen.
Just, I can't. You just, by looking at them, you know, you can't stand any of them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. This is lovely. However, the insider news I can tell. Okay. The reason she's not going. Okay, so she's been attempting to get in DC ever since she bounced out of Marvel. And here's why they can't have her. Okay. All right. Let me see.
That was clear reading for the audience.
Oh, all right. Well, here's the summary of what I just kind of read.
You just kind of skimmed it. It's like, we're reading it for the audience.
Okay, so fine. I will read it for the audience. I was skimming it to see if there's anything to say in there, but we've literally already said what is in these 3 sentences.
Okay, then moving on.
However, the insider news that I can definitely share with you today is the reason Miss Antos is not going to DC Comics. According to my sources, she has been attempting to get into DC ever since her unceremonious departure from Marvel Comics back in late 2018. Here's why they won't have her.
Mm-hmm. Where she went to a sports betting website before Valiant for some reason hired her.
Did I clarify that for the audience well enough?
Yes,
even though they already knew that because we already talked about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel good now.
Am I good YouTuber? I'm good YouTuber.
Yes. Okay.
Tom King. Oh nope. You say it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Tom King's anti-Asian attack and Heather's dogpiling. Bum bum bum.
In July 2020, Tom King put his foot in his mouth. See, I just wanted to say that. You can continue reading.
Okay. Wanting to virtue signal to the SJW community and gain favor with the Whisper Network, King made a statement. He denounced Jay Lee, claiming him to be part of a hate group. Jay fired back in a now infamous Instagram post blasting King for both his unprofessional behavior and for outright lying nobly by saying the following. Learn more, reply, Lowe's.
Shush! You're being. I didn't even know. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Learn more, reply.
I am writing this because I'm angry. These irresponsible tweets are not harmless. They do not just go away. They have real-world consequences. They can take away your job, your life, your memories. June and I were robbed of a special day. So no, we're not all good. And he's referring to his dog passing away.
Oh no, doggo called Loki. Nope. I'm gonna get myself in trouble if I make jokes about the fact that the dog's name's Loki. I'm going to move on from that. What is this, Jay Lee? Yes. I actually remember this happening too.
Yep, I do too. And Tom King, like a coward, got just hated on for it, as he should have been. And he released a statement like, "Oh, I reached out. It was a misunderstanding. We're all good now." And Jay Lee responded like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, and this is just basically, this is, I think, the Instagram. Yeah, this is the Instagram caption clarifying it.
Yeah, telling the story of what happened. It's like he was commissioned to do Cyberfrog 2's cover. That's it.
Yeah, he was getting paid. He didn't do it for free. He's getting paid. It's a business transaction.
Yep.
Artists shouldn't be. You need to separate art from the artist. What's it called? Death of the artist. It's a concept that seems to have ironically died in the modern era. Something that my life drawing teacher had to teach me, because it's like, I don't like this person, so I'm not going to like what they're in. And he had to, in college, he was like, sometimes it's not that easy. It's like, what if you really like something and then that person ends up doing something bad? Are you just not going to like that thing anymore because that person did something bad? Is your opinion that easily swayed? It was like, oh.
I think it's one of those, that's an individual decision. Because, like, like a lot of people, there have been a number of Star Trek fans who have said that Picard has ruined the Next Generation for them. They can't watch the Next Generation episodes and be able to watch them with the same joy that he used to give because of what Picard did to Jean-Luc's character. And other people are able to completely separate them. Like, I'm just going to ignore that bullshit and I'll still get to enjoy TNG.
Yeah, it's something, once I decided to get motivated to watch TNG again, I'll do that. I'll probably end up doing it because I don't have any desire to watch Picard. Well, because if I'm not reviewing it and there's no joy out of it, like I love watching bad horror movies. I watched Jason X last night. It was glorious. Okay, I love me a bad horror movie.
I was watching Mortal Kombat.
Excellent. Is it any good? I'm going to watch that tonight. I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat, so it should be really fun.
I only watched about half of it because it was getting late and my wife had just gotten home.
Okay.
And we were both just really, really tired. So I didn't actually finish it yet, but I was actually kind of bored throughout most of it.
That's a bad. But
yeah, because Liu Kang's not the main character, and I thought that it was, but no. Okay. And and Sub-Zero is like the main bad, and Sub-Zero's always been my favorite character.
Aww.
Like, really? Okay. Because they're going with the new crappy backstory instead of the original one. But they're not. This isn't Mortal Kombat.
No, I was just curious, like, if it was any good. Because I literally don't know anything about that. I don't know. I don't. Except for the song, Mortal Kombat. I think I watched a review of like the other like Mortal Kombat movies that happened. That was funny.
Well, I mean, some of us predate the original movies, and we remember when the original games came out. And going to your friends' houses to play it because my parents wouldn't buy it for me because it was too violent. So I would go over to my friend's house to play it.
Oh goodness! Yeah. I've never played it. I've never done like I don't know anything about the IP, so I'm kind of walking into it with having absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So I was just curious. Anyway. So, Tom King is a giant asshole. I think we all figured that out with his Batman run. It's like, guys, can you stop putting your fetishes and your like problems in as self-inserts into these characters? Like, stop self-inserting. You can be inspired by things that have happened, and how that made you feel in order to create a more how do I put this? A more complete character because they have a realistic reaction, right? So you can take advantage of things that happen to you. But like, if you have a fetish over, like, I don't know.
Well, and this is also, people who make the argument like, things have always been political. Like,
yeah, but they were also well written.
That's the thing. It's like, yes, if you dissect everything to an obscene level, yeah, everything can be politicized. The problem is it's being politicized one way and it's being written terribly. There's no nuance to everything because they just bash you over the head with their damn point of view and say, if you disagree with this, you're evil. Even though it's like, but there's a lot of complicated factors to this. I've brought it up before, but the original Star Trek episode, Let This Be Your Last Battlefield, shows racism, how ugly it is, how destructive it is from all sides.
And how stupid it is.
Yes.
And how pointless it is.
Because there's a clear oppressor and there's clearly an oppressed, but both are equally guilty of hatred. And it destroyed their entire world.
Yeah. Yep.
Fantastic episode.
That was the one where one was black and white and black, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I was pretty sure that's the one that you're talking about. And they do a great job. It's like, you're literally exactly the same. Your colors are just switched. And they're just like, but that's like the most defining thing ever. And but you look exactly the same other than that. You're like exactly the same. You're just obsessed with this one little surface level detail that means nothing. Because your ancestors were like born in a different place. It's like, whoa. Anyway. Poor doggo.
Yep.
Sweet doggo. Love the little picture. It's cute. Cute doggo. Poor doggo. And it's like in horror movies, right? Like you mess with the humans. We don't care. You mess with the doggo. Yeah, you will die after that.
Like, okay, someone call Keanu Reeves on this guy.
Someone killed an animal. They gotta die now. I don't make up the rules. But like, as far as like the subtlety, and this is kind of how I've started to think about it, the subtlety of politics in the past being inserted into our escapism versus how politics are inserted into the escapism now is like having a massage and having that nice, relaxing music, and that's kind of how it was in the past and whatever. And versus like going to a massage parlor and getting a massage, and there's like heavy metal screamo at full volume blasting in your ears as you're trying to get this massage. It's like, yeah, there was music in both those scenarios, but one enhanced it and made the whole experience kind of better, and it was enough subtlety that you could ignore it if you wanted to focus on it, you could. But the screamo heavy metal, there's no ignoring that. So
you don't put like scream metal bands on when you want to relax?
No.
Oh. Yeah, each his own, I guess.
That's a good point,
That
Colin.
is.
I've never thought of it like that. You could have solved racism by showing them a mirror.
They just needed a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I have done privately, I'd like to publicly apologize to Jay Lee for my actions a few days ago. I should have talked with Jay before I sent a tweet out that put his career at risk. I made a critical mistake, and I am profoundly sorry. I will do what I can to repair this with Jay, and I will do better in the future. I'm not going to offer explanations because they sound like excuses, and I'm not asking for forgiveness or understanding. I'm just saying I see what I did, and I'm going to try to make it up for it. Thank you. Oh God, it keeps going. I have kept up the tweets up to this point in order to show that I was not hiding my actions. I will now take them down. Okay.
Good for you, my dude. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did Tom King apologize so quickly? Not because he was worried of hurting Jay's feelings, but because he clearly didn't care, or he wouldn't have made the attack in the first place. It's because, according to my multiple sources, he was told to. More specifically, ordered to apologize. By none other than Jim Lee himself, the chief creative officer and publisher of DC Comics.
Broke out of the basement for the doggo.
Well, and here's the thing, like Jay Lee and Jim Lee have been friends for a long time.
Yeah, well,
so here you have Tom. So yeah, so here's Jay Lee doing some freelance work, and then one of your writers publicly attacks him for how dare he do freelance work for someone I don't like.
He must die. He didn't ask my permission before he signed a contract, even though I don't, know him.
Yeah, so Jim Lee apparently was like, yeah, dude, what the hell are you doing? Calm down and apologize to the man for being an unprofessional little twat.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that with anyone else. He did it because this is a personal friend.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good that he apparently did this. I want the heads of these companies to try to rein in these assholes more.
Correct. Yes.
Hey, try being a professional. And if that's asking too much, we'll get someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only does Jim Lee have a large amount of power in DC Comics as one of their top executives, one of his closest friends in the industry going back, is Jay Lee. Tom King defamed someone working for DC and one of Jim's personal friends at the same time. Not a smart move. Yeah, no. Not intelligent.
Yeah, don't insult the boss's friends.
Dumbass. So, fearing for his job and future opportunities, King issued a forced apology. I would say the damage is already done in regards to that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, to people who've been paying attention, Tom King has already been known for being an asshole for a long time. This was just what the hell you doing, man?
I tell you what, these people that do these kind of things, they get so arrogant. You just have to wait for them to fuck up again. You don't really have to do anything. Just wait for them to fuck up again.
Yeah.
So, King apologized. Heather Antos did not. Ooh. Heather, what did you do? What did you do, Heather? The vast majority of fans, almost everyone in the industry, sided with Jay Lee. Of course they did. He was, I don't remember what the exact tweet was, but like he was harassing them. What did he do? It was after, okay, so, God, I'm trying to remember what exactly it was.
Well, it was back to he did artwork for Cyberfrog 2.
No, what specifically did King say? I'm trying to remember.
Well,
he didn't even
a
picture with the dog or something and was like bragging about it or something weird.
Oh, I forgot about that part. That's right. He took a picture of him on the beach with his dog.
Yeah, and was talking about, oh, it's such a great thing. It's so great to walk your dog or something. I can't remember exactly what he said.
And then shortly after that is when he's like, oh, I really shouldn't have done that. Like, yeah, because you're an asshole.
Yeah, and he didn't like it. Yeah, he didn't like the fact that he did the Cyberfrog thing, but that was what started it. So that was kind of him being, how do I put this? Doing high school girl level petty bullshit, subtweeting.
Oh, hey, Chris. King's apology was pressured by Jim Lee himself. Apparently, Jim called Tom after the incident and told him off, and further said that if he doesn't apologize, there will be no room for him at DC. Good on you, Jim.
Good. Glad, Jim.
We need. Can you do that for the other assholes working for the company? But
yeah. Can we just do that to everyone that's an asshole? Be gone. You must go away. Be gone. Unprofessional assholes are not allowed to be here. We're trying to run a business. You are hindering said business. Go away.
Mm-hmm.
And most felt the apology King issued, whether forced or not, was the professional appropriate thing to do. Yeah, I can't argue with that. It's how adults behave, so many applauded this move. Yes, whether it's forced or not, he still did it.
Yes.
So, because he did have the option. He did have
He could have just ignored it and just continued to be a jerk, but no, he did stop.
Yep. So, get credit where credit is due.
Again, it was forced credit, but
yes, but he still did it because he did have the option of not doing it. That being said, he's pretty much ruined his career as it is, even before this. So, but Heather didn't do that. No,
but not Heather.
And neither did any of her close allies. Oh,
hey, Tug.
Tug. Love Tug. Tug's great. Hey there. Heather Antos and her ilk, I love that word, her ilk.
I know.
Continue to harass Jay Lee. Continue to harass multiple creators and consumers. I have his voice. His voice is like, you know.
Continue to harass multiple creators and consumers. Continue their mainstream hate. Tom King, Mitch Graves, Doc Schreiner, Tess Fowler, and more. Proving why some new Comicsgate is necessary.
God, I love Doug.
I will admit I am tired of the Johnny Depp videos.
Yeah, him and Yellow Flash need to chill out about the Johnny Depp videos. But hey, you know, I know at least Tug has a family to feed and a new one that's like I think just a year old now, and I get it. I get the hustle, you know. It's those get clicks. Like, what can I say, man?
Yeah, and I am very much looking forward to Case of the Little Umbrella #2.
Oh yeah, I have the first one. I got the one that even has the Goody Bird.
Oh, nice. So, I just got the basic comic for that one, but this one I got the alternate cover, the one that his daughter drew.
Mm-hmm.
It's adorable. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, how can you not love a comic book that was created in the combined efforts of like a father and his like daughter?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's just
like his daughter comes up with like
happy.
this story. He's like kind of like puts it into like a basic narrative that where she's in it, and they make a comic. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it warmed my heart. That whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Jay knew. I have the receipts from Jay himself.
Who cares?
Oh, good. I'm glad you have those receipts. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Alex to Campy, I want to explain to you why you, Heather Antos, I don't know who this person is, Cook, Mag, Tess Fowler, Gail Simone, Amy Shu have gone after SS Snyder.
Is that Scott Snyder?
Dude, how big are you? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna type this in. What is this? SS. I
think that's Scott Snyder.
What does it say? What's the number?
1835.
Weird.
Thrill as she types.
I'm not getting that from anybody. There's nothing. There's no one coming up. Whoever it is deleted their Twitter. I don't know who it is. That would be Scott Snyder. Okay. Yeah, they deleted their Twitter then.
And nothing of value was lost.
Other men in the comic book industry, including Jay Lee, y'all have made the industry a hostile work environment over comics. Yeah. That's a very fun name.
Tom's turtle vagina dente menstruate stink ball. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said. Jay Lee took the high road. Now Heather Antos wants his head. Ugh. Even after the issue that had nothing to do with her in any way, it's alright. People like that always insert themselves in drama because they have like an emptiness in their soul because, you know, they've done nothing of anything of worth in their lives. So they're trying to fill it with, you know, the endorphin rush of people interacting with them on Twitter. And so they'll just insert themselves in drama, even though they don't have any there's nothing connecting them there. Mm-hmm. So that's what people like her like to do.
Colin, no. Colin P. Smith, would anything of value be lost if Twitter itself just disappeared? No.
Memes.
There's other places you can do memes.
Yeah, but it's like the easiest. So it would. Yeah. It will eventually go the way of MySpace and all these other things. It's just
God, I hope so.
For some reason, Twitter's held on for so much longer.
Same with Facebook. It's like it's lasted way longer than it should have.
It's really because people have they've lifted Twitter up onto a pedestal for some reason. It's like, it's just an app, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, everybody calm down. It's just an app at the end of the day. There's no reason to take it as seriously as people like to.
Oh, but this won a Twitter poll, so.
No. You misunderstand. But that's their job. They are these insanely, and I wouldn't even say liberal. I would say these fucking off the deep end, like off the planet deep end. Okay, people on that side of the political spectrum, for some fucking reason, have decided, and they're all, for the most part, they're white women, and I don't know why it is that way. I think because, Jay Longbone described it as co-signing. Like, you don't have anything going on in your life, and so you're co-signing victimhood, and you're thinking that you're being like a white knight for these people when they don't need your white knighting. Because
minorities can only achieve greatness if us heroic white people lift them out of the gutter.
Yeah, it's not like they've done
that's a
that.
great message to send people.
Yeah, it's not like people can do that on their own, regardless of what they look like.
I
know, isn't it weird? It's like,
oh, and was it I think it was Mark Waid again. Our good old Mark Waid. He also publicly went after Alterna Comics, whose CEO and founder is Asian. He went after that.
But don't you know that Asians are too much like white people, so they've been banished from the person of color realm?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like there was the whole issue with Arctic Press and your boy Zach's, Jawbreakers. That company's run by Asians, but by two Asian men. And then Mark Waid went after Alterna Comics, also founded by an Asian man, Peter Samedi. So I was like, Mark Waid, what is your problem against Asians?
Chill out, my man.
I mean, and the reason he went off on Alterna Comics was because they dared to have, they issued a social media policy for their creators.
Oh no.
Isn't that horrible? So like if you get picked up by Alterna, you have to be professional on your personal Twitter account. Isn't that awful?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So why doesn't your boy Zach also fall into that category? Because he also has non-white kids.
No.
See, that doesn't count.
No. He doesn't agree with them on every level. They're not no. Can't do that. No, it doesn't count.
I mean, your boy Zach even has a child that doesn't share the same religion he has. But,
my God, they're not carbon copies of what these people think you should be as like a person.
Mm-hmm. Awful.
Zach is wrong. Yes, he committed the wrong thing. That is one of the highest sins you can commit in this SJW religion. Yeah. That's like on par with pride. It's like one of those really, really bad ones, and this SJW religion that we're dealing with. Yeah, if you start thinking of SJWism as a religion, everything makes more sense.
It does. It falls under the it definitely falls under the category of cult.
Yeah, no, it totally does. It's really it's insane. It really is. And you have to unbrainwash yourself because they tried to do that to me when I was in college too. I had this sociology class, and if I didn't have an insane class load that I was trying to do and kind of didn't pay attention at all in class because I was so exhausted every day by the time I got there, it was I don't know if it would have had a bigger effect on me than it did because I don't remember anything from that class. But yeah, of course it was a sociology class, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just remember we had a white woman teacher. And I think at one point she was saying how bad white people are, and I was super uncomfortable sitting there. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is odd. Also, have you looked in the mirror? You're also white. Why are you lecturing me about this?
Yeah. Maybe work on yourself.
Yes, maybe do some kind of therapeutic something or another. You don't have to go to therapy, but you need to do something therapy-esque. Stop taking out your problems on other people. God. Emotional maturity, where has it gone? I see. Oh yeah, okay, so it had nothing to do with her. It had been resolved.
She served herself.
She didn't let it go. Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Classic high school girl.
Antos demanded punishment for Jay and seemed to try to rally her cult-like following of frothing, angry fans to continue the hate and harassment towards the talented Asian artist for reasons only Heather and maybe her therapist are aware of.
Well, she's in therapy. It ain't working.
No.
Because
So what's the quote tweet first? Still waiting for any accountability from Jay.
Still waiting for any level of professionalism from Heather. True.
Captain Frugal. I love that name.
It's amazing.
That's a great name.
That's a great stop. Ad
Oh,
removed.
Tim Doyle. Oh, God.
Oh, the ad was removed. Nice. It got nuked. Yay. Tim Doyle, stay home and do nothing. Yes, like we've been doing for months now, Tim. Would it have been great for Tom to do this privately? Sure, he did do it privately. But whether Jay knew about oh, no, he's talking about doing this. No, it would have been great if he didn't do this at all, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been great if he just wasn't
maybe...
an asshole, Tim. What's this? Oh my god. Are you there, Josh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. No, you got cut off. I didn't know. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Yeah, okay, so first of all, Tim. Yes, can I call you Tim? I'm calling you Tim. Tim, it would have been great if he didn't do this at all. First. Yeah. So, no, it wouldn't have been great for him to do it privately either.
What
he still did it.
Tim, ask yourself this. What business is it of anyone else's who an artist takes work from?
Yeah.
He's doing work for Cyberfrog, which he did back in the day. So this was he's returning to this character after such a long time. Yeah. So, I mean, when both Ethan and Jay Lee were starting out, they kind of helped each other out on some projects. So Jay Lee has done Cyberfrog in the past. So he's commissioned a cover. What's the big deal?
Nope, he did a bad.
What this really comes down to is they absolutely despise that people that they have blacklisted from the industry have decided to just do their own thing, and they're finding success. That's really what this comes down to.
I saw there was a meme. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like a bunch of like just like gray people like in a blog, and there's these people kind of approaching, and it's supposed to be like a fandom, right? Or no, it's these people that were just chilling, playing whatever, and then this group of people like approach and they're like, oh, I this is ours now. This is so we like this thing, so this is ours. And then they end up kicking the people out that really liked it originally, and they're like, nope, you can't come back over here. You're not allowed to come over here and do this thing anymore and enjoy it. So then they go off and they do their own thing, and then the people are just like, no, you're not allowed to do that. You can't go over there and do that. And now we feel like we're not included. But we included you, and then you took over, and then you kicked us out and said it wasn't for us anymore, and then we decided to do our own thing, and now you don't feel included in that thing anymore. So, yeah. Well,
why do you think the Orville has been hit with so much success from Star Trek fans? Because you have Seth MacFarlane, well-known, lifelong Trekkie, actually making a pitch to do a Star Trek show. They turned him down because we're going to be doing Star Trek Discovery and Picard, and this is the direction Star Trek fans really want. They just don't know it yet. And so Seth MacFarlane goes, fine, I'll just do my own Star Trek. And it actually has a lot of support from the Star Trek fan base. Yeah. Because they're fun adventures. They're good episodes.
It's fun. It's intriguing. The identity, that two-parter. Oh.
My God, that was intense.
God, that was amazing.
That was really good. But, and then, yeah. As Chris Persia pointed out, Tim, the man who made a business of illegally screen printing images from DC Comics, the epitome of morality.
Epitome? Isn't that epitome?
Epitome, whatever.
No, it's epitome.
Epitome, whatever.
It's the epitome. It's the epitome of tome.
I've had a long week.
It's an epic tome. Epic. No, tome is a word. Yes, tome.
Brightest day.
I'll
make my own Star Trek with blackjack and hookers.
Yes, and swearing and drinking, and it's like, wait. It's like, whoa, guys. It's like, yes.
Chris, wasn't Tim Doyle also the guy that was manufacturing Doom like badges and selling them at conventions? And then when he was told, hey, you can't do that, that's copyrighted material, you can't sell those, he threw a whole hissy fit. Wasn't that him?
I don't know.
I think it's the same Tim Doyle.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Okay. But whether Jay knew about CG before or not, it doesn't matter if he did or not. He knows now.
And what business is that of yours?
It doesn't fucking matter because he took work. He is a freelance artist, I guess, right? Jay is a freelance artist? Yes. Okay. So freelance artist... Yeah, the whole point of being a freelance artist is being able to pick and choose what you want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So you have more control over that. And it's hard to get started at first, but if you become successful, then it's really awesome. You're your own boss. You get to have commissions and that kind of stuff if you want. Mm-hmm. And he decided to help an old friend out with his comic, which, by the way, is not offensive at all. It's a frog. It's a cybernetic frog, a cybernetic salamander, kicking the ass of these wasps. These wasps that like to feed off the blood of humans, and they're trying to save the world. It's pretty cool. That's not like, there's nothing. What?
Mm.
Oh yes, and by the way, it was.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Okay, so he knows now, but that doesn't matter. Tom pointed out Jay was working with a hate group. Right, Tom pointing out Jay was working with a hate group is not Tom's fault. Tom pointing out that this guy was working with what y'all perceive as a hate group is not his fault. His action isn't his fault. Tom pointing out is not Tom's fault. You sure?
Yeah.
Your own sentence contradicts itself. This is a paradox. Jay's response is lacking and manipulative. It cannot be lacking and manipulative.
Yeah, Jay's response was basically, I'm doing work for who I want to. Shut up.
Well, just saying that you cannot have a response that's lacking, which means that it is lacking substance in any way, shape, or form. It's like, it's just empty words. There's nothing behind them. And it cannot also, while being completely empty, be manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't have both. I don't give a fuck about his dead dog regarding this. Ooh.
Okay.
All right,
well, IDGAF about your childish response to this. That has nothing to do with you.
I love this. Yes, one more time. It would have been great. He shouldn't have done it at all. Tom never should have fucking done that because that was an asshole move, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter that he took... It's hit to him. He's a freelance artist.
Mm-hmm.
being a freelance artist means that it is none of your business who he is taking work for in regards to that. Because he's choosing to do that. Also, nobody that you're complaining, like, that agrees with you, that's complaining about this, is paying him for anything anyway. So.
Well, if I remember correctly, the thing that kind of triggered Tom was the fact that Jay he did a variant cover on his book on what's the character's name? I'm drawing a blank on the character.
What?
Tom King was doing like a Watchmen prequel series. What's the name of his, what's the name? I have watched
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Thing. The ink thing.
Yes.
The ink blobs. The ink blob man. There you go.
Yes, Rorschach. Tom King was doing a book on doing a prequel story of Rorschach, and Jay was hired to do one of the variant covers, because Marvel and DC are obsessed with like 500 covers for every damn thing now.
No, it becomes more and more apparent every time we do that comic book roundtable and we look at them. It's like, on average, there's 5 variants for every cover,
which is obscene.
And some of them are better than the actual cover, which drives me crazy. I'm just like, what? Why? Yes. Rorschach is the ink blob guy.
Yes.
Is that what?
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough to get for the Keanu Reeves book Berserker. I was lucky enough to get one of the foil covers that they did. Now, for something like that, I'm fine with there being a couple different covers.
Yeah, foil. It's cool.
I mean, it's Keanu Reeves as a assassin caveman, and it's all shiny and foil. It's beautiful, but they were very, very limited in how many they printed. So I feel very lucky that I was able to get one.
Keep a hold of that sucker, goddamn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, maybe try to get him to sign it one day. That'd be really cool. Dude, yes, you must do that.
If conventions ever happen again.
I'm being optimistic. Because if I don't be optimistic, it's just...
I know. I know. Oh, yeah, Chris. Dynamite is also in the 20-plus variant covers business. Yeah.
I've picked up a couple, like the Cyberfrog, Vampirella variants, or Ethan's on them. I got the red foil one for that one cover because I thought that was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten like a poster of it too because, I'm a sucker for good art. You have good art. Like I'm big. That's why a lot of these like modern day artists, it's like, even if I didn't know about their politics, that's really, really annoying. They're just trying to shove it down my face. Like their art, for some reason, is always shit tier. And I'm not gonna buy something that looks like shit. Just not.
Right.
I love me beautiful artwork. And I just, if I don't like your artwork, I'm not buying your comic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care really even what your story is. Hell, I know like Mob Psycho 100 is supposed to be this amazing anime. I don't like the art style, and I can't watch it. I've tried watching it, and it drives me crazy. So, I'm a big sucker for really good art. So.
Yeah, Colin P. Smith, variant covers, cough, cash grab, cough. Yes, that's ultimately it. Most of them are. But when it's a special thing, I'm fine with them. As long as it is a very, very unique, special event. When it's everything, it's a cash grab. When everything has like 4 or 5 covers, what's the point?
John Malin has a campaign that's going on right now. It's exclusive variant for Graveyard Shift Volume 3. And I got me one. Even though I already am going to get Graveyard Shift Volume 3. I got me one because I like the art. I think the art looked really cool. And I liked kind of the perks that come with it. So
I still need to back the because I haven't picked up any of the Graveyard Shift ones. I've been meaning to get the back issue one that what is it? What does he call it? The Blood Pack, where it has like the previous 2 issues in it.
Yes, it has. It's a combination of the 2. Yes, I didn't get around to the original campaign because by the time I stumbled across Comics Gate as like a thing happening, it wasn't available anymore. I was really kind of bummed out that I missed on it. But every time he does another one, he does have like the volumes.
Which I very much appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't like the idea. It's like, oh, it's gone after this. It's like, yeah, but you're always getting new fans, and they're gonna want probably your work. So
exactly, because like if you you do a campaign, it reaches some success, and then you build an audience from that, and then when you do your second book, and you don't have any way of people being able to get the first one, new fans are going to feel left out, and they're not going to back the second issue if they can't get the first issue.
Yes, exactly.
Which is why I have not. I mean, I've read the first Jawbreakers. My sister has that.
I don't have it.
But he doesn't have any way to get the previous issues in any of his campaigns. So it's, I don't bother with the Jawbreakers books.
Me neither. I can't get the first one, and so I've just kind of given up trying to get a hold of those. Even though I would love to have them, and I love the artwork, and it's very annoying. It's driving me crazy.
Yep.
So anyway, what are we talking about? What are we doing? There it is. This.
Yep.
Yeah, he's. I don't give a fuck about his dead dog in regards to this. Empathy. What is it? No, we know what don't give a... Wait, person who wrote this article. We're very aware of what this means.
Badass. Who's hotter, new She-Hulk or Starfire's daughter?
I'm gonna hardcore pass on both of those. One of her close comrades and supporter of the Whisper Network, Tim Doyle, joked with her in a now deleted Twitter thread that he didn't give a fuck. Apparently he did, because he deleted it. That Jay's dog is dead, leading to more harassment and anti-Asian hate against Jay. Many wonder why Heather, who appears to have a history of anti-Asian hate, including her mocking of Alterna Comics publisher Peter Simeti, would continue with his...
I didn't know she also joined in on mocking Peter Simeti.
Interesting.
Okay. I love Alterna Comics, by the way. They're great.
I would have to check their shit out. I guess I've heard of them. I haven't really dived into their shit. So I'll have to.
Their books are very affordable because they print on newsprint.
And
so they have like that old time comic book feel to them.
Okay.
And they're just a bunch of fun stories. It's wonderful. I love it. I would highly recommend Mighty Mascots. Basically, a 3D printer accident turned a bunch of cereal box mascots into superheroes.
That's amazing.
I know. It's great. Yeah, reading the Mighty Mascots books is like the closest I have felt to like watching a Saturday morning cartoon in a long time. They were wonderful.
Nice.
And they're affordable. I love them. I love Alterna.
What the hell? I don't understand. Is Jay unaware what he got himself into, or do we have him to... Oh.
What the hell? And liked by Alex DeCampi.
Cringe. That's what that is.
Dan McDurd, comic artist and writer for Doctor Who, DC, Boom, Image, and more. Zach Thompson, writer, comics for Marvel, Boom, Vault, Aftershock, Black Mask, novelist. Okay.
Yay! Another bleeding Coulomb who seems to be who seemed to be a close ally of the Whisper Network. Joe Glass went into damage control mode, trying to explain away his arguably racist behavior that continued, and in the end continued attacks on Daly as well. All right, go for it.
Jim Lee says no to Antos.
Yeah, Jim Lee.
He got out of the basement to say no to Heather.
Fuck this bitch. This racist bitch. Fuck her. Yay!
According to my sources inside DC Comics, Heather Antos radicalized attacks on Jay Lee and what's been alleged as her continued bad-mouthing him privately ever since has not been forgotten. While she seems to feel like she's untouchable and her antics may have gone unnoticed, many people in the industry, including Jim Lee himself, have noticed, and because of that, much like fellow Whisper Network comrades Mags and Alex DeCampi, she is not welcome in DC Comics under current management. Maybe we shouldn't be saying stop Asian hate. Perhaps Antos Asian hate should trend on Twitter.
No. Oh my goodness.
Perhaps Antos Asian hate should trend on Twitter until she issues a sincere apology to Jay Lee and acknowledges her prejudice, these acts of racial discrimination, and her whatever it is may only be described as anger issues towards the Asian community.
Ooh.
Still waiting for any accountability from Jay. Jay Lee, unlike left-wing ideologue Heather Antos, did not fail upward for years. She's the last person who should be giving lectures on professional accountability to proven talent. Damn. Well said, Doug Ernst.
Nice. Oh, shit. Oh, we're almost done. Look.
I told you it was a short article.
Oh, my God. I know you may be ignorant, Heather, but as one Twitter personality once said, ignorance doesn't absolve you from impact. Oh, no. Don't you hate it when things that you've said in the past come to bite you in the ass? Don't you hate that? It rhymed. I did it. I rhymed. Yes. Excellent. We did it.
Chris Persia, you have 7 copies of Jawbreakers?
I would like the first one, and yeah, I don't know what we're up to at this point, because I've literally just ignored them because I can't get the first one, so... I don't know. Why do you have 7? Why does Chris have 7 copies?
I don't know.
I understand if you had like a second one. Why do you have 7?
Crazy, man.
All
right.
But yeah, this article was prophetic because...
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to get it. I'm trying to... close the ends.
Throw my way.
I'm trying to close the ends that are going all over because it's from...
Oh, is it Bleeding Cool? Oh, no.
It is. I think they just keep popping up. There it is. Okay.
Oh. Holy shit, there's so many pop-up ads. Oh my god.
I know. And this GNC one's not wanting to close at all.
Let me see if I can find one. Other antidotes, leads, and Valiant, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't close the first one that pops up. I don't want it.
God, there's like no good like article sites.
I know.
Flipboard. I don't want to read it on Bleeding Cool. All right, we will endure whatever. Oh, look, it says close ad. You can close
I know, but I'm clicking on it and it's not doing anything.
Oh,
That's why is it doing that? I blame not having thumbs as a fox.
Oh, that would probably help if you had thumbs, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how it happened, but I received 2 sets of 3 plus the single I initially. Oh, he got 6 extra copies for some reason.
That's amazing.
That's kind of phenomenal. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. We might just have to deal with this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not ignoring you, Chad. I just have to make it full screen so I can actually read it, because the way that their ratio is working on this website is like half of the web page is blank.
I'm zooming in.
It's okay. It's just the way their website was functioning. It was like half this web page on either side is blank. What is this formatting? Wow, they really want you to live well, man.
See, and do you see this? Like, the moment my mouse goes over it, it becomes a cursor. Why is it doing that?
Wow.
So I literally can't close the ad.
I see donuts and the other one. StreamYard gun. What a trash website. Alright. Heather Antos leads Valiant for IDW's Marvel and Star Wars comics.
Yeah, so she'll be doing is IDW doing the Geode comics?
Let me look it up. IDW Geode comics.
I'm gonna try refreshing this ad.
Star Wars High Republic Adventures #1 IDW. Yep. High Republic is the someone think. This is Josh's screen. It's not me. This is his.
I don't know why I can't click out. I'm gonna try refreshing this.
Okay. Yeah, refresh it off screen, because sometimes they like to do targeted ads, and it's like, here's your specific location. Would you like things in this specific location? You're like, yeah, no, I don't really want to share that. Thank you. Or stealing my data. Guess that's what I get for free websites, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Waiting for the mountain of ads to load back up. Can I click them off? That's my question.
It's a High Republic, I think. It's the High Republic one. IDW Geo. I'll double check.
Yeah. That's,
oh my God, Geode's supposed to be a navigator? How?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that?
Hold on, I gotta share this real quick. Hold on, just real brief while we're like doing. Okay, I just clicked on this and it opened this whole other thing that I need to talk. What is this? What?
Mm-hmm.
How is? How? How?
Mm-hmm.
How? Yes, before you ask, Geoda's rectangular walk. He's destined to enter the hallowed ranks of Jar Jar Binks and Jackson. I love that.
I love this. How is he navigating? I need to know. I need to know how he's navigating. I require. What is all this? This is such garbage. God.
Oh, I found another website that covers it. That's covering this.
Oh, good. I'm just.
Oh, that's it. It's like Heather Antos is going to be working at IDW. Bye. That's literally all it is.
He's supposed to be the navigator. That's what blew my mind. I love this. Hold on. Yes. His navigator geode. Okay. So they wouldn't let the black woman drive, so she had to be the co-pilot to geode. To a rock. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. I love this.
I also love that the ship is called the Vessel.
I love so much about this. He's a Han Solo type freighter smuggler. His navigator is geode a rock. And his co-pilot. Oh, I'm sorry. She's the co-pilot to the white guy. Okay. So, are you telling me you have to have... Wait. Why do you have two pilots but a single navigator? Why don't you just have a pilot and a navigator? Oh, okay, whatever. Stupid thing. Alright, what? Is it a nuclear vessel? Oh, it's hilarious. He nimbly adjusts the navigation. Yes, this rock is so good at adjusting the navigation. Oh my god.
I will say that is a better picture of her.
Yeah, she's still a 5. Heather Antos returns to Marvel and Star Wars comics at IDW Publishing.
Heather Antos has announced that she is leaving Valiant Comics and returning to edit Marvel and Star Wars comics at IDW Publishing.
Yay!
I thought you were going to read her tweet in your.
I will. Hold on. I was just Colin P. Smith's comment. So, is that what geode species is? Because I'm sensing a Farscape ripoff in here somewhere. The rock is permanently installed on a ship for navigating purposes. Maybe the reason why he can't pilot anything is Farscape would sue them.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of sort of, it's kind of piloty, you know? Just saying. Anyway, I'll read the tweet. I've been watching Farscape, and that the second that you said that they were installed on a spaceship permanently, it made me think, oh, they're just ripping off Farscape. It is with great pleasure that I announce I'm joining IDW Publishing, where I will once again be editing none other than their grammar. What is it?
She's an editor.
I know. That's why when you do things, you say them out loud. You read them out loud because, like, it will. You know how to talk out loud as a native English speaker. You know how to speak the language. And so when you read something and it's not correct grammar, your mouth and brain have a hard time saying it because it's not correct. And it sounds funny. So that's why it's generally encouraged that when you're writing, you read the thing that you're writing out loud. Because
it'll help you grammar-wise. Anyway, it is with great pleasure that I announce I'm joining IDW Publishing, where I will once again be editing none other than their amazing... Don't put none other. That's word salady. You don't need none other. You will want... Okay, here, I'm going to cut those 2 words out, and where I will once again be editing their amazing line of Star Wars and Marvel comics. You don't need none other.
That flows much better. That flows much better.
You don't need... It is with great pleasure that I announce I'm joining IDW Publishing. Period. Or I guess you don't need the period. Maybe a dash would be better. I don't like the comma there. Where I will once again be editing their amazing line of Star Wars and Marvel comics. None other than there's no reason to have that phrase in there.
I mean, if you want to like try to illustrate, look at the special lines I'm going to be working on, and you want to highlight them. Why not make the first part just one sentence? You know, like I'm joining IDW Publishing. Period. That's one statement, one thought.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I will be editing none other than their amazing Star Wars line.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that sounds even better. Yeah, exactly.
And
see,
I do love that Star Wars is in ellipses. Like, you know, they're Star Wars adventures.
Yeah, they look really good. Look at that shit cover. Look at that fucking thing.
Oh, they look terrible.
Hold on. I need a bigger picture of that. Can we find a bigger picture of that? That is shit tier. I need to talk about it.
Oh God, I found it.
You found one? Oh no.
Okay. And there.
Oh my God.
Is that Obi-Wan? Is this Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Hard rip even McGregor. I love that fucking Luke.
It's just...
I just so right. And the biggest...
Wait, is this Luke or is that Anakin?
No, that's I think.
You think that's Luke?
I think that's Anakin. I think that's little Anakin.
And
God only knows. They don't look like the characters.
Yeah.
God, how did you make
and of course Rey is front and center.
They made
everyone's favorite character.
Ford so ugly. What the fuck? Young Harrison Ford was not ugly. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then Leia looks so bored.
Yeah, Leia's just
like, well, I'm doing this comic now.
Yeah. So, okay, who's the little... I'm guessing the little kid is young Anakin, right?
It's got to be young Anakin.
Yeah. Okay.
And then great job with this harsh line for Chewbacca.
Yeah.
You can clearly see it.
Han's dead, Leia's dead, Obi-Wan's dead, Luke's dead, Anakin's dead, Yoda's dead.
So wait, what exactly is exploding behind them? It's just there's
the Phoenix Force.
Oh. Okay.
The Death Star, but Palpatine survived. Lol. I didn't even notice that. I just look at space in red and blue. The only characters that are still alive on here is Boba Fett, Chewie, and the droids, and Rey. That's it. Everyone else is dead on this cover.
Chewie.
So I said Chewie, the droids,
Chewie.
And Rey. Oh, and Boba Fett, I guess.
Yes, even though he technically didn't I mean, I know he was in The Mandalorian, but he was eaten by a sarlacc.
Yeah, what's going on?
I know he escaped in the comics, but whatever. But
That's great.
okay, I'm getting that off my screen.
Why is there a young Obi-Wan and a Darth? What adventures are these
Colin.
mostly dead people?
Colin, let's explore the IP.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ugh. Ugh.
So, yeah, that's what she's going to be taking over.
Again?
Well, she didn't have. She was. This is her first time with anything with Star Wars.
Yeah, it can only get better, right? See, this is why I keep saying that we need to just start making new shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just like remember the good things of these past IPs that kind of transformed our lives, but kind of just need to amputate. We just cut our losses, right? Like do you see in your lifetime these properties coming back? Do you really see them? Like genuinely, I'm not thinking optimistically, like genuinely, do you think these things are coming back? Ever? Do you think they ever could be what they were?
Not without a change in management and with nerd culture becoming niche again. As it is now, with nerd culture being mainstream, no.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, one day nerd culture will go back to being niche because they're driving all the people who care about it away.
You gotta remember though, that's in the future, and this is how much damage they've done now.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know better than to assume it's not going to get worse, because it will, without a doubt. It will get worse before it gets better. They basically, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to burn everyone out of all of this nerd culture shit, and it is going to have to become unpopular. But they're going to have to burn everyone out of it. Really, really burn people out.
Well, I think we are starting to see that though.
Yes, we're on that very beginning kind of portion of it. COVID, unfortunately, has actually pushed that back.
Yes. However, reports are Falcon and Winter Soldier did not live up to what Disney was hoping for. Disney was not getting many views on it.
Well, nobody gave a shit about it, really, unless you were reviewing it. Like, I saw those ads during the Super Bowl, and I was just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
I watched the first episode and dipped out. I was like, I'm done.
Like, not really that.
And from what I heard, it got worse from where I saw it, and I did not like the first episode. It's like, okay, I'm out. And it's like, you burned me with WandaVision, so I'm not doing this again.
I'm saying, if you can't hook me with your advertising, what the fuck do you think I'm going to sit down and watch your show?
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's like, ugh. You're going to have to burn people out, and I think people were burning out of at least the superhero genre. Because it was becoming very repetitive. DC just can't apparently make a movie that's good all the way through. I don't know why. It's like after The Dark Knight, they just can't do a good movie that's in the DC. Well, I guess you could consider Joker. Joker's more of a character study, though. It's not really a superhero movie.
Right, and keep in mind, it was a pre-existing script that they adapted to be the Joker. It was written. It was not supposed to be a Joker movie.
I don't really consider it the Joker. Or a comic book, anything. I really don't, because it's just like you could have just removed the Joker in that one scene at the end, and it's still a good movie, just not the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And really, at
the
end
it's
of
a
the day,
fantastic film.
If you don't have Gotham and Bruce Wayne, or just the Waynes in general involved in it, then I think it actually does tend to make more sense, because he doesn't even wear the Joker clothes at the end, and it's just like, The Dark Knight was the last really good DC movie. And the Snyder Cut I enjoyed for what it was during it. It still has some problems. But I enjoyed for what it was, and I don't have any intention of rewatching it, so it doesn't really matter to me. I was entertained while I watched it, and did a review on it, and touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we went over the whole movie.
Yeah, so
it's like I don't have anything left to say on the Snyder Cut. I think it's easily better and more coherent than Joss Whedon's version, but that doesn't automatically mean it was a good movie.
No,
there's still a lot of problems.
Yeah, and it's more like, well, was it better than Whedon's? That was really my question. Is it going to be better? Is it going to be a better movie? Am I going to be entertained throughout it? I was entertained during Whedon's. I just wasn't.
Yeah. It's extremely well paced for 4 hours. Yeah. It did not feel that way.
Yes.
Which is a compliment to the editing. It was a wonderful job.
Yes. And
except for the Norway song lady. Like, why is that so long?
Norway song lady could have cut all that out. What they did to the Wonder Woman song. Ooh, God, stop.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to burn people out, and they were, and then we had COVID, and I think people stopped caring. So I think they lost momentum in that way, but they didn't burn them out, And Invincible has proven to me that you can tell those stories with different characters. And I know it's not the same as having Superman, and Invincible is definitely not a Superman story. It is, but it's like, I don't know if you've watched the first episode or how many people here have watched the first episode.
I've been meaning to. I just haven't had time. I've been crazy busy lately.
It is.
Yeah, it's on my watch list.
Well, yeah, definitely watch it. I highly suggest it.
Okay.
It's really good, and it did give me kind of this feeling like this. Like, you can still make stories like this, but like these characters, give them a break. You can make stories that have these things in them. They're just gonna have to be new, because they've kind of burnt all the bridges they had with those characters we did like, and we can remember the good, but we kind of need to just move on. Stop with the remakes, stop with the reboots, stop with the unnecessary sequels. Just kind of, and when I say they need to make something original, I mean, like, they can make things from books that already exist. They just need to make something different.
Yeah, but then they take books that have extremely high levels of popularity, but there are some things in the book that are problematic, so we'll change them and thus ruin the actual story, because what they changed actually has an impact on things, and they are too stupid to realize it.
No, I'm not talking about like mainstream. I'm talking about the indie route is the way that things are gonna be going for a little while. Because the mainstream has destroyed itself in a way. And
when theaters open back up, the ones that are left, Hollywood will be shocked at how poorly the big budget films will do. And they don't realize there are people who have been so they're already psychologically fragile. Now they are never going to go to a public event again for as long as they live. They're just going to go about their merry little way, but they aren't going to go to movie theaters where there's huge crowds of people because they are now permanently terrified of being in crowds.
Yeah.
And we've gone a whole... I haven't been to the movie theater since... I think the last one I saw was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Joker.
Yeah. So
I think Joker was the last time I watched it. I watched a movie in theaters.
Yeah, so it's been a while since I've been at the movie theater.
No, I'm sorry.
And that's the same case with so many other people.
No, I saw Alien, like the 1978, like original, like not 4K, like OG version in theaters around New Year's because they were showing it. So
nice.
I was like, oh, you know,
that's a good one to go out on.
Yeah, right. It's like, but Joker's the last one I saw in theaters. Like
the last
that
new
had
movie
been released in theaters. Like I had seen Alien. Obviously, I've seen Alien. Hell, I have a movie poster of it up in my room. I don't.
But yeah, so my point is when the movie theaters open back up, there are people who are never going to go out to the movie theaters again because they are scared to be out in public crowds because that's what this year's been. But for most people, they haven't been to the movie theater in over a year and they kind of don't miss it. I don't miss going to the movie theater.
Well, it's like
I don't miss I don't miss paying for way too much for popcorn. I don't miss paying obscene rates just to get a seat in a movie theater. With HBO Max, I can now see Warner Brothers films on my own couch. Why would I was watching? Like I said, I was watching Mortal Kombat last night. Didn't finish it, but I intend to watch it. I can watch it.
I'm watching that tonight. I have HBO Max. I got it free with my internet.
So it's like, why go to a movie theater when I can, instead of paying for an obscene amount of money for popcorn, I can actually make myself dinner and have like an actual meal while I watch Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
What would you rather do?
If I can go to the theater and watch a good movie, then I'm fine with it.
Sure.
I'm just sick of going to movie theaters and I'm sick of seeing these movies being advertised. I'm like, but I don't care. Like, you haven't sold me on wanting to go see this.
You didn't care. You didn't want to go to. You didn't want to go see Tom and Jerry.
Oh, that movie came out.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I grew up watching the OG Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, so did I. I absolutely love Tom and Jerry. So my wife and I were morbidly curious. We knew it was going to be bad, but we started watching it and we were stunned at how bad it was. It was unwatchable. We didn't even finish it.
Ooh,
which I have a very, very high tolerance when it comes to bad movies. To get me to go, and I'm done, you need to be a special level of terrible.
Yeah. I've never walked out of a movie, but I have stopped watching movies. Like when there have been some movies I'm just like, yeah, I'm not finishing this, and I don't really care to. Then that's it. Because usually I will like to watch things all the way through. Even if I'm not really liking it, it's kind of like I want to finish it. And sometimes I get bored and I walk away from something, but I try to always come back and finish it. I don't like leaving things unfinished,
Mm-hmm.
But there have been some where it's like, man, why does this exist?
Mm-hmm. And then there's other like terrible films that I actually want to see in the movie theater with a whole bunch of people. I would love to see The Room with a huge group of people. That would be wonderful.
I would love to get like a group of us to all go watch Thor: Love and Thunder together.
Oh.
Like a group of nerds, we just go in there by ourselves and just watch that movie. It is going to be horrific. Oh, it's going to be absolutely awful. And
you don't have trust in Tessa Thompson?
No. Valkyrie was not even close. Like, it's not even like a competition. She was the worst thing about Ragnarok. Like, I have no idea why they decided to. You could have made, you couldn't get Sif. I get it. You couldn't get Sif because that clearly was supposed to be Sif. I don't know why you decided in the third Thor movie to introduce the Valkyries as a concept movie series. Like, what?
Yeah.
Pretty big portion of Norse mythology, and you decided to do it in the one that Odin dies? Right, okay. Why?
Yeah, like you should have had them, and I have no idea. Was it, who played Sif? Was that Jamie Alexander?
Jamie Alexander.
Yeah. Was she busy on another project at the time?
Well, fun thing about Marvel MCU. The MCU and the Marvel TV people, the two dudes in charge of those two things, hate each other, and Sif has a contract with the TV Marvel people because she kept appearing in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, oh,
she did?
Back. Yeah, she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And
that must have been after I stopped watching. I left after season 3.
They introduced Lorelei, which was awesome. She's the goddess of seduction in Norse mythology. So she was pretty kick-ass. They made her a weak villain. But
that was
so disappointing.
But that was one of the issues I had with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, they got away from what it should have been in the first place.
No,
to the point where I lost interest.
Yeah,
and I stopped watching.
Yeah, and
whatever the season that had Ghost Rider, that was the season I left.
No, she was in there before then.
She was?
Yeah, because I never got to the Ghost Rider season.
I remember the British girl on the alien planet. That was season 2, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, Sif appeared, and it was kind of odd.
I don't remember that at all. I'm drawing a complete blank on that.
Yeah, because like in Ragnarok, it's like they wanted a female warrior, but for some reason they made her a drunk, which is, I don't know about you, but like just as me personally as a woman, having a drunk who is so inebriated that she almost falls off her spaceship, which is several hundreds of feet above the ground. That's just really inspiring. And then she was just given the crown of Asgard. It was like, oh, okay. She hasn't proven herself at all, but whatever. I guess. She just wasn't, there's nothing. She was occasionally funny. Okay, I'll give her that. She was occasionally funny. But you could cut her out of the movie, and it's really not anything. It's like, I think they have plenty of motivation to try to kill Hela on their own. They don't need someone who is so incompetent at their job. Like, they let her whole squad get killed. And then never replaced them. Just got drunk and moved on. It's like, that's not how forces work. You do train others. And like, how cool would it have been for her to like train? She was in the middle of training the new Valkyries, and like she that's how they introduce her, and she's like this caring, loving person who suffered this great loss and is trying to move on. And she's a strong feminine warrior. No, she's a drunk and a loner, and she abandoned her people. Oh.
Yay.
Wonderful. That's a hero, right? That's a heroine. Oh, she's now in charge of Asgard? Great. Then they swap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, they could have made her a nurturing, loving, kind of powerful woman that's training these new women. And how cool would it have been instead of her just walking off the ship, like moving her hips? Like if these new Valkyries on the back of these Pegasuses come flying in to kick Hela's ass. How cool would that have been?
Yeah.
No, you didn't do that.
I wonder if Natalie Portman, because we know she's going to be Lady Thor at some point for at least a little while in the movie. I wonder if she's going to become Valkyrie like she did in the comics for a little while too.
Oh, she had to be all the things.
Yeah.
Right.
God. Yeah.
I do love Thor Ragnarok. It's just like what they did. Like that character was so just worthless. Just not a good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and the only thing that kind of remotely saved her character was the fact that she and Chris Hemsworth have decent chemistry.
Yeah, that's the only.
And that's the only thing that saved Valkyrie from being just a completely unwatchable character.
Yeah, because she kind of super was. It was just like, why the hell is she? You know, it's like, yeah, that was a cool scene. Probably the best scene in all of Thor Ragnarok was the scene where that's that scene where Hela kills all the Valkyries. Like that is beautiful cinematography, just stunning in every way, shape, or form. Just the way it was done.
Well, my favorite scene is when they had to tell Hulk don't fight the monster because he's like, but big monster.
I smashed. That is my whole character. I smashed the monster. You know, I just. Oh, she won't be Lady Thor. She'll be the Mighty Thor.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is she gonna get all the muscles that Thor has? I would love to see that. I want to see ripped Natalie Portman. But yeah, no, they didn't like make her character or whatever. And she could have been mourning and, you know, really given some depth to her character that, oh, she made this mistake. She got arrogant and charged in to, you know, the goddess of death like a moron. Yes, our swords and flying horses will, like, when she is in prime, like, we are literally giving her the shish kebabs. She can throw swords, and we are flying down at her with no shields.
Brilliant tactics.
Yeah, excellent plan. This woman that can throw like 100 swords at once. It's like, yeah, you were offering her up shish kebabs. I don't know.
The woman that could crush Mjolnir with one hand.
Yeah.
Just go flying in without any kind of defense at all.
The literal goddess of death. There's the realm of death is literally named after her. They created a whole new realm for her and her death. Okay. You don't go into that like a dumbass. So yeah, she could have been like, oh, it's arrogant young, and I lost the person I cared about, and because they kind of alluded to her being a lesbian a little bit, and they could have really kind of actually breathed more life into that character by having her,
Whoa, but that would require Tessa Thompson to actually have to act.
I'm not even saying that it had to be Tessa Thompson.
That's fair.
I would say that, but Tessa Thompson did. She could have done something cool. She just didn't, and yeah, this could have been.
I mean, she's Michelle Rodriguez 2.0, basically.
Do not compare that woman to Michelle Rodriguez. How dare you? No, Michelle Rodriguez is a badass. You dare.
But just this. But she's also. But the point is, she's the same kind of thing. She plays standard tough woman. We need a tough woman. Cast this person, and there's just and she's kind of a limited actress, and
Yeah.
she's just a younger version. But I would say Michelle Rodriguez is definitely better. I still think she is tough. She's Michelle Rodriguez is far more charismatic.
Oh yeah.
But it's the same kind of thing. Just we need generic tough woman badass. Cast Michelle Rodriguez. Well, now it's Tessa Thompson. And I don't know why, because Tessa Thompson's not anywhere near as good as Michelle Rodriguez.
Who would I replace her with?
Well, like you said, Jamie Alexander would have been the far more logical choice.
That after everything that's happened, and she becomes. Well, see, she grew up with Thor. That's what's throwing me off. And for some reason, Thor, I guess, didn't know about the Valkyries existing.
Good job, Odin.
Odin, what is? I love Anthony Hopkins, but I will take this. I will fight to my dying breath that Odin is like the worst father. Like it's like every movie. It's like, what the fuck, Odin? What are you doing?
Okay, because if you're going off of so you're going off of movie Odin.
I'm not even getting to Norse mythology. Okay, the mythos.
Because I was thinking, who is the worst father in mythology? Was it Odin or Zeus?
Zeus just liked to just bang everything, you know. Whether
if there was an orifice, he wanted to stick his penis in it.
It didn't matter even what their gender was for the most part. Actually, is there a hole? That shall be done.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, and Zeus could shapeshift, so
I don't know. When I'm thinking like movie Odin, it's like, holy shit, dude. Like
true.
I love Hopkins, but like somehow in the life of Thor, it's like, okay, so Thor was the youngest, even though like young Anthony Hopkins, Hela, and Loki all have dark hair. Thor totally looks like the adopted one in this family for some reason.
And also, again, love Anthony Hopkins. I always thought they should have cast an actor who had a bit more like physical presence to play the aged Odin. Because even Anthony Hopkins in his prime was never a huge guy.
No.
So, maybe. But I don't know who you could have cast either.
There's that one guy. I have it in my brain. I am blanking out.
William Shatner.
The problem is that, yes, obviously. The problem is
Answer's always William Shatner.
It's always, yes. It's yeah, he might. I go back. I don't know about that. So I'm just talking about the fact that Odin in the movies was like, how did he not tell them? Like, how do you not know your own mythos, Thor? God damn it! Like, how do you not know the Valkyries existed?
Ooh, Chris Persia with Sean Connery. That would have been a great choice.
Sean Connery, buff Sean Connery.
Because in his prime, he was ripped.
I know, but like we're talking about like a few years ago, not that long ago. Buff Sean Connery, old buff Sean Connery.
It could have worked.
He already has the accent. That works.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Chris Hemsworth, when he gets older, probably could pull it off.
Yes, he absolutely could.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Stallone, maybe?
Yeah, if you can understand him.
Well, I was also about to say Arnold, but then I was like,
if you can understand.
Yeah.
I can't do the art. It's
The Rock in 30 years.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of like the guys that were like big burly action heroes in like the 70s and 80s who are they're older now. Someone like that could have maybe you should have played the old Odin instead of tiny Anthony Hopkins. Again, nothing against Anthony Hopkins. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I don't know. I can't think of anything. It's like I have a picture in my mind, but I don't know. I don't know. I just. I love Laura Runner to death, but there were some missed opportunities in there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then the they faked Odin's death at the end of Thor 2, only to have Thor actually die, or just to have Odin die at the beginning of Thor 3. Oh, okay, that seemed like a waste of time.
Russell Crowe. Is that who I'm thinking of?
That could have worked.
I think that's who I'm thinking of. Or maybe old Sean Bean. Maybe.
Oh, Colin P. Smith has a good idea.
Only be played by a real one-eyed. Kurt Russell. Maybe Kurt Russell.
Kevin Sorbo. That might have.
Danny DeVito.
Yes. Eddie Deason
has the voice. I think is really what won people over. The acting prowess and the voice.
It's just my issue with his casting as Odin. Even though he had the presence, I never bought him as a warrior.
I bought him as like a retired warrior. But if you know your Norse, they technically don't retire. So,
right.
Because if you're the Allfather, you...
Chris Persia, Peter Dinklage!
Actually, that reminds me. Oh, no, but
amazing.
He's too. Oh, God, now the name...
Warwick Davis.
Charles Dance could have been, but he's tiny too. He got to buff up.
Well, and yeah, Charles Dance would have been
Charles Dance needs to get into something good. Get that
man
a good.
My God, that man needs a better agent.
Stop.
Charles Dance has such a great presence about him.
He does. It's like Anthony Hopkins levels of amazing presence, right? Like these really top tier actors, like, and he's taking these shit jobs. I'm just like, dude, like you're so amazing. I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah, he was in Dracula Untold, which is awful.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
I remember when I saw that, I was like, Charles Dance, what are you doing in this?
Charles Dance, what are you doing?
Why? Just why? Yeah, Charles Dance would have been a good choice.
What could have been. Anyway,
yep.
That's it. So, we will be back on... Well, y'all will see me on Tuesday. So, yay.
No Batwoman review?
I think that's actually on Tuesday, too. My schedule's a bit fucked
okay.
at the moment. So,
okay.
We can't go 2 weeks without no Batwoman. We can't do that to y'all.
I know.
So it's all right. We got this, guys. But Tuesday. Whose channel is it on Tuesday? Who was it on last week? Clobberin? I think that.
I was pretty much offline last week. I have no idea.
I think it was on Clobberin Times last week, so I think it's on Loki's this week. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So, yeah. And then next Saturday, same time, same place. We'll be doing something. I don't know. I don't know what we'll be doing yet, but we're going to be doing something.
Yes.
Yes, it was Clobberin Times. Thank you, Pat. So, I think we're done. We somehow got on a Thor Ragnarok tangent. I don't remember how we did that, but it was kind of glorious. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you got anything coming up? I know you've been busy.
Yeah, this past week was crazy busy for me, so I've not been able to do like much. I'm after this stream, I'm gonna go take a nap because I've been that busy.
Only 2 hours. I know.
Yeah, we'll make it up next week. Hopefully, I don't know.
Possibly, I don't know. I don't know what's happening next week, but anyway.
But yeah, so I've not had any opportunity to do any recording or anything like that because it's just been busy. Again, like I said, I was pretty much offline. I stopped by people's chats basically just to say hi. I wasn't really engaged in any of the shows or anything this past week because it's just been busy.
How dare you?
Yay! Real life stuff is fun.
Oh, that's fun. Hold on. Before I go, apparently Chris sent me a photo.
Oh? What is Chris doing?
That is from apparently Thor Love and Thunder, set in Australia.
Okay. Looks like she's bulked up a little.
Yeah.
Those are definitely bigger arms than what she had when she when she looked like she could barely hold up the prop at the convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is better.
Props.
That is better. Yeah. That is better.
Yeah, give her credit for working out.
Yeah, she's doing more than Robert Pattinson is apparently.
Oh my god, yeah.
Gotta play female Thor, you gotta be ripped. Just when I think of Natalie Portman, I kind of think of this like tiny little thing, and it's hard for me to imagine her having like
big arms, yeah.
Poof. You know, just walking around.
I mean, again, like when they announced it at Comic-Con, and she's at the press conference, like it looks like she could barely hold up the prop because she was so tiny.
Yeah, she was just, and her look on her face was like, oh boy.
Like, oh the god, this is happening. Why do I still have one more movie on my contract?
I thought I got oh great. Like, she's about as excited as we are. But she's a professional, and I guess she is taking this seriously because she has clearly gained muscle mass. Like, those arms are not lying to me. And she has gained muscle mass. So props to her for taking it seriously, even though it was very apparent on that panel that she did not want to be there. I know. She's like 5'3". That's what I'm saying. Is like, it's hard for me to imagine her. Like, when you're tiny like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like when 5'4" is the average height for women. I'm secretly a giant. I'm 5'9", which is actually the average height for guys. So I don't know what happened there. But 5'4" is the average height generally for women. So she's under.
I'm only like 2'9" because I'm just a little fox.
It's all right. No judgment here.
Yeah.
But yeah, She's tiny.
Your tall privilege.
I have tall privilege. Finding fitting jeans is a joy. I was really sad when skinny jeans went out of fashion. I still have some. That's all the jeans I own are skinny jeans because like they actually fit properly. Like they were like, oh, just because you have longer legs doesn't mean that you're bigger around the waist. Genius. Yes. I don't know who came up with that concept, but yeah.
Apparently, you're the same height as Jamie Alexander.
I am. I am secretly the goddess of war.
Are you actually Jamie Alexander?
Secretly, yes, obviously. Can't you tell? That's why I know all the things that she did in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It all comes together.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if you're going to be a war goddess, you got to be tall. You know? Like, Brianna Tarth was like, she's like 6 foot. Gwendolyn Christie,
she's
right?
freakishly tall. She's like
6'3"
6'3"
or something. Like, John Boyega tried to bow up to her. She's like a whole head taller than him, and she was like, "Oh, that's cute." Sit back.
Well, I remember. I was watching the audio commentary once for I think it was X-Men 2, and I'm drawing a blank on the guy who played Cyclops.
That one.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, but that one, yes, that dude.
I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but he was talking about how, you know, he's 5'10", 5'10", 5'11", around there. You know, he's not a short guy.
Yeah.
But he was walking down a corridor. But for one shot, he was walking down a hallway set with Famke Janssen, who's like 6'1", and oh my god, Wolverine. Hugh Jackman. Thank you. I love brain farts for long weeks. Those are fun. And you know, Hugh Jackman's like 6'2", so they were much taller than he was. So they gave him platform shoes for that, just for that walking shot. So he was like, you know, would be head level with them. And he's like, I've never had a short complex before. It was weird.
Yeah, it's 6 feet is what people generally consider being the average height for guys, but no, 5'9" is the average height for guys. So
again, 2'9".
It's okay. It's all right. You're a fox. We're talking about humans.
Well, the human that tends to care for me is 5'6", so still on the small side.
It's all right. It's an average. And not everybody. No one else has a fox.
And my human tends to bring the average down.
Oh no. The WNBA. Well, that's because it's WNBA. No, I didn't play basketball or volleyball. No. Have you ever seen me try to aim something? No. I am the worst person at trying to take a shot. Like, if I try to like throw like a paper towel, like a crumpled up paper towel into the trash can, I miss most of the time. Sometimes I'm aiming for the trash can, I end up hitting someone. So, no.
I remember when I was on my high school basketball team, and the girls' game would be first, and then the guys' game was after that one, right?
Yeah.
So the girls are warming up, and I'm just in the stands talking to someone. I'm like right by the stands, and one of the balls like bounces towards me, and I catch it, and the captain of the basketball team was like, Josh, pass it here. And from the stands, I just take a shot. It went in. Nothing but net. Because the girls' basketball is smaller. So I was able to get much further distance than I would normally ever be able to do it. And she just looked at me like, oh my goodness, how'd you do that? And I, of course, had to kind of like puff out the chest a little bit. Like, well, I'm just that good. Even though I was like the left bench on the team, I barely got any playing time. So that's
Okay.
that's my high school basketball story.
Apparently giants live in Canada.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Holy cow.
Like all the girls.
The tallest girl on my basketball team, the tallest girl on my high school basketball team, I think she was like 5'7", 5'8". I think she was the tallest member of the group.
Yeah, I love being taller than a lot of like women. It's fun. They act like assholes to me. I'm just like, what was that? I can't hear from all the way up here. What was that? One more time. I don't know. I like having my height is a great asset. No, we're just gonna leave that hanging in the air. Excellent. He went to high school.
Oh.
Hmm? Okay, so Australians are giants.
That makes a lot more sense than Canadians.
Yeah, it does.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Why does it? I don't know why it does, but it does.
Because Australia's hardcore.
Yeah, Australia is. It's like all the creatures that were rejected by every other continent dumped in Australia. See, I hate spiders, and so the idea of going to Australia, once I learned that like all the giant spiders live there, kind of
Spider rain happens there.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. During like hatching season, like early spring, spiders will crawl out of their cocoons, and then their spinnerets will make some like basically webbing parachutes, and the wind will pick them up, so to carry them away from the cocoons. So you'll have spiders literally raining.
Okay, so Australia is actually just hell on Earth for some reason.
Yeah.
Why? No. Why? Why does that exist? Like Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's
No, I liked that book growing up.
Yeah, so did I. And then as I got older, I'm like, yeah, die, spider, die.
Die, spider.
Although I was always curious, why wasn't anyone amazed by the spider that was writing all these things instead of the pig?
Why are we not amazed by the spider that can understand and write in human language?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we're just gonna end the stream on the idea of spiders raining down. Do not smash a hunting bed. We are definitely ending the stream now.
Holy shit, that is terrifying.
We are ending it because I'm starting to get like creepy crawlies on my back because I don't handle things like that very well.
Yeah,
I don't like it. It really.
Is the huntsman spider the one that when they like hatch, you literally see like an entire field? It looks like it's coated with snow, but it's actually spider webs.
Why are these things allowed to exist?
This all happens in Australia.
Nope, not going to Australia. I'm not doing it. I don't care.
And that's not even getting into like the countless poisonous snakes that they have too.
I can handle snakes. Snakes, whatever. But no, I can't do spiders. Spiders are a no. I do have arachnophobia. I can't do it.
I think is it the cassowary that will actually like chase you if you run from it?
Oh, there's spiders that have learned to give chase to its prey. Excellent.
See, people keep telling. There's like, oh, but it's so much smaller than you. You shouldn't worry about it. It's more scared of you than it is them. No, they are learning. They are learning that they can smell my fear and they will chase after me.
It's like, yeah, but without spiders, the planet would be infested with bugs. That's why we have sprays to kill them all.
No. That's why we also have bats.
That too.
Bats are cooler.
Okay, Chris, you need to explain that. Why don't you want to mess with an emu?
What's an emu?
I mean, I know you don't want to mess with an emo because they're just pathetic people, but...
And kangaroos are ripped.
Kangaroos are extremely strong.
Kangaroos are like jacked up. They're like the dudes that hit the gym multiple times a day, every day. It is like, oh, the emus will also chase you down.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, but as far as the kangaroos, like what, you know, they're extremely ripped. Well, you're talking about a creature that when they're born, they then they crawl out of their mama's hooch and then climb up to a pouch completely exposed while they're still developing and latch on into a nipple in the mama's pouch in order to keep growing. They're able to move before they have legs.
Oh.
Hardcore creatures.
Yeah, because they're marsupials. They, you know, the mama doesn't develop a placenta to protect the infant, so they need to get out of the mama quick.
They won a war with the Australian Army. Check out the Emu War.
What?
Australia. What the fuck?
What?
Australia, are you okay?
Emu. I'm looking this up right now.
This stream turned into something like very weird. I don't.
Oh my goodness! There's a Wikipedia article on it and everything.
Ew. All right.
So we're taking a bit of a detour before we end the stream.
It's all right.
This is something I very much want to know about.
Here we go. Let me magnify this there a little bit. I love the picture.
Already.
Okay.
Oh, so...
The Great Emu War? What?
You're telling me that overpopulation for the emus got so out of control that they launched a war on them?
Okay, we're going over this article now. The Emu War, also known as the Great Emu War, was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia over the later part of 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus that had been said to be running amok in Campen? Whatever. District in Western Australia. The unsuccessful attempts to curb the population of emus, the large flightless birds indigenous to Australia, employed soldiers armed with Lewis guns, leading the media to adopt the name Emu War when referring to the incident. While a number of the birds were killed, the emu population persisted and continued to cause crop destruction. The emus beat the Australian military. Oh my goodness.
Hard to the Australian.
Okay.
That's a fun story. I literally have claws all up and down my back and on my arms now. I hate it.
Outcome failure. Wow. Okay.
When you lose against giant flightless birds, it's like, are we really at the top of the food chain? You're armed with what, guns?
I mean, we're talking about a bird whose eye is like the same size as its brain.
Humans. How have we lasted this long?
Following World War I, large numbers of discharged veterans who served in the war were given land by the Australian government to take up farming within Western Australia, often in agricultural marginal areas. With the onset of the Great Depression in 1929, these farmers were encouraged to increase their wheat crops, with the government promising, and failure to deliver, of course, assistance in the form of subsidies. In spite of the recommendations and the promised subsidies, wheat prices continued to fall, and by October 1932, matters were becoming intense, with the farmers preparing to harvest the season's crop while simultaneously threatening to refuse to deliver the wheat. Oh.
Okay.
The difficulties facing farmers were increased by the arrival of as many as 20,000 emus.
Damn.
20. Oh, I'm going to highlight this. 20,000. Oh, wow. 20,000 emus.
That's a lot.
Okay. Emus regularly migrate after their breeding season, heading to the coast from the inland regions. With the cleared land and additional water supplies being made available for livestock by the Western Australian farmers, the emus found that the cultivated lands were a good habitat. Ah, okay. And they began to foray into farm territory, in particular the marginal farming land around Chandler and Walgoolan. Okay, Chris, explain these Australian names. What's the deal with them?
I have no idea.
Walgoolan? Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, yes. 10 out of 10, obviously. Because I haven't yet.
Okay. The emus consumed and spoiled the crops, as well as leaving large gaps of fences where rabbits could enter and cause further problems. Oh, yeah. Rabbits are definitely a huge problem with crops.
Oh.
Farmers relayed their concerns about the birds ravaging their crops and the deputization. Is that the word?
Deputization.
I guess. I've had a long week. My reading skills aren't quite up to snuff.
I'm looking. Yes.
Deputization.
Okay. And a deputization of ex-soldiers were sent to meet with the Minister of Defense, Sir George Pierce. Having served in World War I, the settlers were well aware of the effectiveness of machine guns, and they requested their deployment. The minister readily agreed, although with conditions attached. The guns were to be used by military personnel, troop transport was to be financed by the Western Australian government, and the farmers would provide food, accommodation, and payment for the ammunition. Pierce also supported the deployment on the grounds that the birds would make good target practice. While it also had been argued that some in the government may have viewed the operation as a way of being seen to be helping the Western Australian farmers to stave off the secession movement that was brooding. Towards that end, a cinematographer from Fox Movie Tone was enlisted.
There you go. Just what Chris said.
5 feet tall, can run up to 30 miles per hour, and can kick you with a 3-toed foot, which is powerful enough to crush a skull. Damn.
Also, the Aboriginal words. Aboriginals, like they're Native Americans, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense.
Sounds like how Cherokee and stuff, like how we have things like.
Yeah, like Minnesota, land of many lakes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The war.
This is riveting. I love this so much.
you want to read this section?
All right, let me expand it. Military involvement was due to begin in October 1932. The war was conducted under the command of Major G.P.W. Meredith of the 7th.
That's too many initials.
Meredith of the 7th Heavy Battery of the Royal Australian Military. Calm down, Meredith. commanding soldiers Sergeant S. McMurray and Gunner J. O'Halloran, whatever, armed with 2 Lewis guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. The operation was delayed, however, by a period of rainfall that caused the emus to scatter over a wider area. The rain ceased by the 2nd of November. The 2nd of November 1932, whereupon the troops were deployed with orders to assist the farmers and, according to the newspaper account, to collect 100 emu skins so that their feathers could be used to make hats for light horsemen. Jesus. I want to see this animated. I want to see this war animated.
Yeah.
Like, super over-the-top JoJo anime style. Like, really just, like, next level.
You don't want a Flash animation that's done in Cal Arts style?
No. Never. I need it to stop.
I know.
So, okay. Basically, just
I'm blown away. I didn't know this existed. Why didn't they teach us this in my world history class?
I know, seriously.
The hell? Ass. I love the idea of anyone coming in haven't seen any part of the stream before. Just coming in like we're reading a Wikipedia article about the Emu War in Australia. No.
No. Curious how emu meat tastes. Oh, God.
That's hilarious. I can't believe this actually exists. Holy hell. Also, I like the idea that there's multiple attempts, apparently.
Yeah, first attempt. On 2nd November, the men traveled to Campion, where some 50 emus were sighted. As the birds were out of range for the guns, the local settlers attempted to herd the emus into an ambush, but the birds split into small groups and ran so that they were difficult to target. You're getting
outwitting.
By...
You mean they're outwitting them?
They saw through it. They outsmarted them. Nevertheless, while the first facilitad from the machine guns was ineffective due to the range, the second round of gunfire was able to kill a number of birds. Later the same day, a small flock was encountered and perhaps a dozen birds were killed. The next significant event was on the 4th of November. Meredith had established an ambush near a local dam, and more than 1,000 emus were spotted heading towards their position. The emus are heading towards our position.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. The hell have we stumbled upon?
I am simultaneously horrified and captivated by this.
I'm blown away. I had no idea at all that this thing existed.
Never say that this channel is not educational. Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Sir George Pierce, who ordered that the army call the emu population, he was later referred to in Parliament as the Minister of the Emu War.
That's exactly like how you want to go down in history. That's the Minister of Emu. It's amazing.
That's so incredible. All right. This time, the gunners waited until the birds were in close proximity before opening fire. The gun jammed after only 12 birds were killed, and the remainder scattered before any more could be shot. No more birds were sighted that day.
They're just...
This is amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, we are very informative here. Yes. It's horrified and captivating.
Then my work here is done. Well played, Colin. In the days that followed, Meredith chose to move further south, where the birds were reported to be fairly tame. But there was only a limited success in spite of his efforts. By the fourth day of the campaign, Army observers noted that each pack seems to have its own leader now, a big black-plumed bird which stands near fully 6 feet high and keeps watch while his mates carry out their work of destruction and warns them of our approach. They had a sentry.
You had Chad Emu that would have, like, make his mates go scout for his army. It's like, oh my God.
Okay, so for the comic book roundtable, I want to see your profile picture to have like an emu head with like a cigar and like a military hat on.
But I've already come up with the perfect
that's true.
picture.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Although next time we do this stream, I might come up with that. This next stream. Yeah.
Okay. At one stage, Meredith even went so far as to mount one of the guns on a truck, a move that proved to be ineffective as the truck was unable to gain on the birds.
How? Okay, 30 miles an hour? You had a truck that was going 30 miles an hour. Okay.
And the ride was so rough that the gunner was unable to fire any shots. Okay, now that one makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah.
But the fact that the truck couldn't catch up to them, put it on a better truck.
Yeah. I would say.
By November 8th, 6 days after the first engagement, 2,500 rounds of ammunition had been fired. The number of birds killed is uncertain. One account estimates that it was 50 birds, but other accounts range from 200 to 500. The latter figure being provided by the settlers. Meredith's official reporter noted that the men had suffered no casualties. Well, that's good.
Oh my God.
I'm glad the birds weren't able to fight back against the guns.
Yeah. What if they would have learned how to shoot? Imagine. It's like a Monty Python skit.
It kind of is, yeah. Summarizing
the Great War. That's totally the name of a Monty Python skit.
It is, yeah. Summarizing the calls. Oh God, bird person. Ornithologist?
Yes, I have no idea.
Okay. Dominic Severity. Oh my goodness.
Hi, yes, my name is Dominic. Severity. Dominic Severity.
Commented.
Severity of the situation.
That's a great name.
It is. It's like Maximum Pain.
Yeah. The machine gunner's dreams of point-blank fire into seared masses of emus were soon dissipated. The emu command had evidently ordered guerrilla tactics, and its unwieldy army soon split up into innumerable small units that made use of the military equipment uneconomic. A crestfallen field force therefore withdrew from the combat area after about a month. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
On the 8th of November, members of the Australian House of Representatives discussed the operation following the negative coverage of the events in the local news that included claims that only a few emus had died. Pierce withdrew the military personnel and the guns on the 8th of November. After the withdrawal, Major Meredith compared the emus to Zulus and commented that the striking maneuverability of the emus, even while badly wounded. If we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would have faced any army in the world. They can face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. They were like Zulus, whom even dum-dum bullets could not stop.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Amazing.
Second attempt. Just a few days later, 12th.
Okay. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. After the withdrawal of the military, the emu attacks on crops continued. Farmers again asked for support, citing the hot weather and the drought that brought emus invading farms in the thousands. Oh, okay, that's the end of this. James Mitchell, the premier of Western Australia, lent his strong support to renewal of the military assistance. Okay. At the same time, a report from the base commander was issued that indicated 300 emus had been killed in the initial operation. But there's like 20,000. That's nothing.
Yeah.
You haven't killed 1/20th. Acting on the request of the base commander's report, by November 12th, stupid writing. By November 12th, the Minister of Defense approved a resumption of military efforts. He defended the decision in the Senate, explaining why his soldiers were necessary to combat this serious agricultural threat of the large emu population. Although the military had agreed to lend guns to the Western Australian government on the expectation that they would provide the necessary people, Meredith was once again placed on the field due to an apparent lack of experienced machine gunners in the state. Taking to the field on November 13th, 1932, the military found a degree of success over the first 2 days, which approximately killed 40 emus. How are y'all only killing like... The third day, November 15th, proved to be far less successful. But by December 2nd, the soldiers were killing approximately 100 emus per week. Meredith was called on the 10th of December, and in his report claimed that 986 kills with Wow.
Yeah, 10
exactly.
10 rounds per kill. That's terrible.
You need to upgrade your accuracy.
Put another point. You need to put some points into accuracy when next time you level up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it's 1932, but come on now. And assessing, we are mere years away from, we're like a decade or two away from, the hydrogen bomb. Australia, what are you doing? And assessing the success of the coal, and there is no success happening here. This is a humiliating defeat. An article of the Coal Guardian, August 23rd, 1935, reported that although the use of machine guns had been criticized in many quarters, the method proved effective and saved what remained of the wheat. I'm blown away by the incompetence. Premieres their version. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Imagine if emus could fly. Oh, God. The horse.
Aftermath. Despite the problems encountered with the call, the farmers of the region once again requested military assistance in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be turned down by the government. Instead, the bounty system that had been instigated in 1923 was continued, and this proved to be effective. 57,034 bounties were claimed over a 6-month period in 1934. Damn!
Holy shit.
Why did you try shooting them with machine guns when you could just put a bounty on them? That seems like it's way more effective.
Yeah, way. Oh, you gonna pay me to kill these things?
Huh. Yeah, instead of just putting a bunch of farmers. Yes, I understand they were trained military people, but you're giving a bunch of farmers like machine guns. Here, go kill these giant flightless birds.
Oh, I totally misread that. Yeah, I thought they were actually trained military professionals. I didn't realize they just gave it to a bunch of farmers.
Well, I mean they were retired farmers from World War I who had been settling the land.
Okay.
So it's not like they didn't have any military experience.
Okay.
But clearly just issuing bounties for emus to help like cull the herd seems like a way more effective strategy. 57,043 bounties were claimed over 6 months in 1934. That's way better than just loading up a machine gun and just firing at groups of birds.
I like this. Colin P. Smith. Alfred Hitchcock presents a sequel to his famous work, The Birds 2, Attacking. Oh my god.
Okay. By December 1932, word of the Emu War had spread, reaching the United Kingdom. Some conservationists there protested the call as extermination of the rare emu. I love when people who aren't native to certain areas protest because of things that they don't understand. That's always great.
Yeah, these people, like, if they don't save the wheat, they will starve. But yeah, protect the birds.
Protect the rare emu. There's like 20,000 of them that are damaging the crops, dude.
Yeah.
Shut up. Dominic Severity and Hubert Whittle, the eminent Australian ornithologists, described the war as an attempt at the mass destruction of the birds. Throughout 1930 and onward, exclusion barrier fencing became a popular means of keeping emus out of agriculture areas in addition to other vermin such as dingoes and rabbits. In November 1950, Hugh Leslie raised the issue of emus in federal parliament and urged Army Minister Josiah Francis to release a quantity of 303 ammunition from the Army for the use of farmers. The minister approved the release of 500,000 rounds of ammunition. In recent years, references to the Emu War had become a popular internet meme.
The internet.
And as Chris pointed out, rabbits and mice, those are still problems.
Yep.
And those are problems, everywhere there's farmers.
Yes.
So basically their solution was put up some fencing around the crop areas, and the emus have a hard time getting around them since they can't fly.
Brilliant. We did it, boys.
Oh, and we have an Aussie just joined the chat. What?
We went off on this. We were ending the stream, and somehow we got on to talking about the Great Emu War that happened in Australia, and we've just been reading the Wikipedia page and
just being blown away.
Yeah. So actually, we're about to end the stream, honestly.
The emus fought a war with Australia and won. That's amazing.
That is pretty impressive. I have to admit.
That is pretty damn impressive.
That's amazing.
Anyway, I said all the stuff before about next time I'll be on and whatever, but yeah. Oh, rabbits are an imported problem.
So they don't have natural predators there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So. We extended the stream by like a whole hour.
I know.
Hold on,
I didn't expect that. Going through that was going to take like another hour, but wow.
That was amazing. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off for today. Thank y'all for coming and spending some time with us today. That's not why we're. Oh, that's weird. I didn't know you weren't allowed to eat emu or rabbits.
Oh,
I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave now because I'll keep talking. I need to go. I'm hungry.
me too.
So.
Hashtag me too.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to be used, but you know.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
I just want to be popular.
Yeah, very popular. All right.
So Heather Antos is joining IDW and emus. That's
Yeah,
what
the
that's our takeaway for today.
Oh but no! So Heather Antos joining IDW. Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie and Thor Ragnarok was the worst thing, and about that movie. And then Odin is a terrible father, and the Emu War. That's the stream.
That was the show. Okay.
Yep, we did it. All right. Bye. Thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna leave before I continue talking. Bye.
Bye, everyone.